everybody. It's so good to be home here in Orlando and see all of you guys. So you guys are in for something really special because the last time we had all 4 of our scientific advisors on stage together was in Singapore at Unite. So get ready, get your notepads out, get your iPads out, get ready to take some notes because this weekend you've spent time elevating your business, elevating your mindset, and you guys better get ready to elevate your health. To kick things off, I'd like to talk to you, William, of course. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We had fun backstage, huh?
By the way, 2 days ago it was her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you. 25. And it was your birthday too, William, right?
Also, yes.
1 day ago. So, of course, we want youthful aging. That's what we're all about here at Jeunesse. So let's talk a little bit about our youth enhancement system. You know, you always say, we are Generation Young. So why don't you share with the audience a little bit about what that means?
So yes, I will be very happy to share with you what means Generation Young. You know, each time that we start a meeting, I personally start saying, my name is William Amzalag and I am Generation Young. So let's do it together. Mine is whatever, and we are. Thank you. So what means that? You know, this is what we call a new way of life, a new vision of aging based on solid scientific evidence. Now, we can talk hours and hours and hours about those scientific evidence, but let's make it simple. What do we want in life? Well, what do we want is, regardless of our age, we want to look young as long as possible. Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, that's first. The second thing is we want to think young as long as possible, which means that we don't want to forget where we put our key. We don't want to forget the name of our kids and the name of our wife, otherwise she will kill us. You agree? So, no Alzheimer. And that is the second thing. And the last one is we want to love young as long as possible. You know, we want to feel young. We want to have connection with people. This is Generation Young. You know, this is much more than just saving life or treating disease. That's why we in Jeunesse are Generation Young. Thank you.
Wow. I love your passion. No wonder you stay so youthful.
Excuse me?
I said I love your passion so much.
Thank you.
No wonder you're so youthful. So I like what you talked about with Generation Young. And now we want to talk about the youth enhancement system.
Yes. Well, yes. You know, we come from a philosophy which is Generation Young. But from this philosophy, we have to go to action. You know, having good thinking is good, but without action is nothing. Now, action means for Jeunesse the YES system, Youth Enhancement System. What means that? That means that basically we are going to help our body to repair, and especially we are going to repair DNA, or to help to maintain DNA. You know, DNA is attacked every day. It's attacked 100,000 times a day. It's attacked by oxidation. It's attacked by glycation, inflammation, and many, many other things. We have to help this DNA to be repaired because it's repair. We have the system to repair, but the maintenance system is not so good after the year of 35, 40. And this is what we call YES. And all our target are focusing on DNA repair.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. So we talk about the youth enhancement system. And we pride ourselves on having the best technology, the best platforms, the best products. And Donna, at headquarters here in Orlando, you run our R&D. So I'd love for you just to share with our audience what makes our products so unique. Like, why are we so different from any other company out there?
Well, absolutely. Well, since William stood up, I guess I'll stand up. It is easier to talk. What makes them unique is that they are a combination of many factors. They're science-based, but they're not only science-based. They're science-based that also have an effect that people can feel. Nutrition and skincare that people can see and feel. And that makes them completely unique. On top of that, now you have the concept of all of the good and none of the bad. So you want all good, top-notch ingredients, but no bad ingredients, no artificial ingredients, no artificial sugars or artificial flavors or colors. You don't want anything in the product that would take away from the purity and the true science that goes into formulating all of the products.
Excellent, thank you. I know also when we were backstage in the Luminous Lounge, we had such good conversation just about aging in general, right? So our population, we know, is aging. More and more people want to look younger and feel better. So we have the most amazing platform here at Jeunesse in order to do that. And Dr. Giampapa, I'd love for you just to share with the audience a little bit about the research that you've done. You obviously have an incredible, you've done an incredible amount of research in this space. So just share with the audience why Jeunesse is the greatest opportunity.
You know, so one of the things that we're looking at, in not just how we're aging here in the United States, but what is called the global aging dilemma. And you know, over the next 2 decades, we're going to be faced with a demographic and political situation where the number of old people are dramatically outnumbering the young people, and we're just not going to be able to keep those people, a lot of those people are us, so to speak, in optimal health and good quality of life. So we have to come up with a new system to treat people that is not reactive, that doesn't treat diseases, but that is preventive, proactive, and even personalized to a degree. So what we're looking at doing is how do we help all of you, and how can all of you help everybody you touch to stay healthier longer and have a better quality of life? And so that research is now touching on a whole new series of technologies. For instance, this whole new concept of using artificial intelligence, that is programs that can actually look through thousands and thousands of new pieces of information, new databases, and help us choose the right ingredients to create a specific product for a specific purpose. So that takes the guesswork out of things, and that's something that, you know, Jeunesse will have the opportunity to do way before any other MLM does that. So it's about the latest, looking at the latest science and being able to create products that are going to be immediately impactful. The other thing we're looking at in our research labs, and I'm doing my research now at Harvard, is to look at what are the best delivery systems. We have tablets, we have powders, we have gels, and we're looking at how can we make the compounds that we put in these products that you enjoy and make you feel better, how can we make them more effective and more available to your body? So that's another part of the science that we're investigating. And lastly, we're looking at the work that Dr. Newman started with the ingredients that come from stem cells. How can they be applied in the future for a therapy that will affect the whole body as well as the skin? So these are things, without a question, I believe we're going to see in the next year or two start to come up as potential products for Jeunesse, and to help keep us way ahead of all the other companies who are talking about the status quo. We're looking about where's the future going? How do we become part of the future or even create the future? You know, the best way to predict your future health is to create it, and that's our motto here.
I love that. Wow. I'm always so fascinated by our conversations with artificial intelligence and just the innovations in technology and what that means for us as we age. I also think it's so important for you guys to understand the credibility behind the products that we have, as you hear from our advisors today, the science, the research that's gone into these products. They're not just Me Too products that other companies have. They're unique and they are exclusive to our company, which is really just super impressive. I also love how you talk about being proactive versus being reactive. So all of you in this room who are taking the supplements and you're taking care of your bodies, your mind, your spirit, you're being proactive instead of being reactive, where then you have to reverse the damage that's been done. So when we talk about products, Dr. Newman, I want to bring you in. So we just launched the mask, very exciting, yes? So how many of you guys love the mask? I'm super excited about this product. Really, really fantastic.
I want to say Jim Carrey called me and wanted to try it.
He wants to try it. We'll send him some. We'll send him some. So the question, obviously that some of our audience has is now we have two masks. So let's clear up some product questions really quickly. What's the difference between our new HydroShield mask and the Ultimate Lifting Mask?
So until now, we've been trying to treat the skin and improve it from the damage that's done through the age, through the sun damage, through oxidation. So we were really doing reversing of the damage, or improving the skin from the outside in. The Ultimate Lifting Mask was really trying to give you an immediate lift, a tightening effect, make the skin look more youthful, more hydrated, and that's great when you want to go out and you want to look good. But when you're out every day and you don't have something that's protecting you from the particles, from the pollution that's damaging your skin, then we're only playing catch up. We're never preventing. So this is really a new concept that we're now putting a shield, a real physical barrier on the skin to prevent the pollution to go in, so that with the HydroShield, you go out, you protect your skin while you're moisturizing it, and then at the end of the day, you come out, you take that off, you wash it off, and then you can apply the Ultimate Lifting Mask to remove the residue that was not prevented from entering onto the skin, and remove that and really improve the skin in a much more comprehensive manner.
I love that. So I find that when I use the HydroShield mask, my skin feels really soft, really hydrated, moisturized. And when I use the Ultimate Lifting Mask, first of all, I find incredible pleasure in peeling it off of my face. I love doing that. But I also think it tightens the skin, right? So you see immediate results.
Yeah. So if somebody has a little bit of a loose skin or some lines, when they do the Ultimate Lifting Mask, they see an immediate improvement in that. And that's really a big important thing when you want to look good when you're going out. So if you do that and then you put on the moisturizer and you put on the Envy, you're really completing a whole treatment on the skin that makes you look good, and not only because you're putting the Envy in and you're getting the makeup effect, but you're getting the benefit of the APT200 and all the antioxidants we have in our products.
Yeah, I like that you just brought up Envy, because I think it's important to talk about. So we have the Luminous skincare line, which we absolutely love. We've got the HydroShield mask, which just came out. You guys get your hands on this product. Pick it up while you're here in Orlando. Incredible. And Envy. So now we've reached into a cosmetic line that still offers the APT200. So why don't you just tell the audience a little bit about how it's an extension of the Luminous skincare line and how they might be able to apply it for the best results?
So the Envy product came about because most of the people who use the Luminous skincare line, they talk about how wonderful the skin looks afterwards. But then they were still complaining about how when they put on their makeup, they were breaking out and they were getting problems with their makeup. And when I met Yolanda Halston, who's a celebrity makeup artist, who developed the actual spray can and the product line, we said this is the perfect combination. If we can combine our technology with her innovation to bring not just a makeup, but a makeup that is a treatment, that is a really innovative product that enhances the ability of our skin to breathe. While most makeup sort of clogs the pores, this allows it to breathe. Doesn't cause you to have bacterial infections because it's a very clean product. It also allows you to look good because of the makeup, but you're getting the APT 200 layering effect. So when you put on the serum and you put on the moisturizers, over time, this sort of evaporates on the skin. If you are able to layer the products as we have it done, it allows it to penetrate deeper and for it to work longer on the skin, to last longer. So you're getting more effect and faster effect.
Perfect. And it's so true. The more you can apply the good stuff, like you said, which is what Envy has, you know, we don't realize as women when we put stuff on our faces, a lot of times it has those chemicals and harsh ingredients for the skin, and this is just reinforcing that. So we love our Envy line for sure. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I think we should talk a little bit about products. What do you think?
Well, yes, we can talk about products, of course.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I'm doing all the year.
That's what you're doing here? Okay, good. So, you know, we talk about from the outside in and the inside out, just a high level, really quick for our audience. I know we've got a whole synergistic line of products. Can you just brief everyone quickly?
Sure. You know, what is good here, you know, between us, and we all have our own specialty or hobby. Dr. Giampapa is a fanatic of genetic things, epigenetic. Dr. Newman is about skin. You are about sport and weight management. And myself about lifestyle. So we all have a certain specialty, but all together, you know, we know that we have coherent products, which all are targeted to anti-aging or to delay aging. So what do we have? We have nutraceutical or product for going out from the mouse, and we have skincare product. And basically, what do we have? Reserve is basically an antioxidant, and by doing that is an anti-aging because it's helping to fight oxidation of DNA. And with resveratrol, you have the ability to do what we call, you know, with a sirtuin, to wake up some genes which will increase your longevity. And that's exactly in the line of our product. Then we have Finity. Finity is about telomere, activation of the telomerase, which is part of that because we have three causes of aging. DNA damage, we have telomere shortening, and we have our pool of stem cells, which is shrinking. Then we have the telomere here, you see. And then we have now the mind-body connect, the mind, which is about brain, which increase fantastically your memory. We have also the Zen Project 8, which is now have been largely improved to help you to lose fat and to get a better lifestyle, and so on. For the skin, that's my preferred, you know. I started 7 years ago with Jeunesse, and I can tell you, I never miss one day without the serum. For me, the serum is the core of the business. Yes,
agree.
you can applaud, yes. In the morning, in the morning and the evening, you know. And this is the basic, the core, the growth factor, you know. Stem cells and growth factor. There is no stem cells in the serum, by the way. But everything in the serum is produced by the stem cells. And then the last things, which are not product, is lifestyle. I cannot emphasize more the importance of having a healthy lifestyle. I cannot emphasize more the importance of having a healthy gut microbiota. And that's what I want to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you, William. You do such a great job of explaining that in a way that's just easy to understand, so thank you for sharing. You know, what's amazing is not only do we have an incredible product line, and I'm like you, I could stand up there and say, I never miss a day taking the serum. I love Envy and want to share it with everybody. I'm obsessed with Zen Project 8 and Mark McDonald, and I think what they're doing is nothing short of amazing. I take my Reserve and my Mind. We love all of our products that we have.
And I forgot AMPM that I'm
AMPM.
taking every day.
Don't worry, he's coming.
Okay.
We're taking AMPM, of course. So I love our products, absolutely. But what I love the most about them is that we aren't just another product company pushing product. And our founders take all of our products, they try all of our products. So Donna, I just want you to explain to the audience, you know, you work hand in hand with Wendy, Randy, and Scott when we bring on a new product. And just the integrity of the company, that we're not just picking a product that we think we're going to sell. I want you just to talk to that so they understand what goes into picking a product here.
Absolutely. You know, mostly everybody understands why it's so important to have people at the helm, our founders, Wendy, Randy, new come up in heir apparent, Scott Lewis. It's important to have people like that running the business, and we take that for granted. Or people like that like Wendy, who's developed the compensation plan and make sure that it's the best it can be. But a lot of times people don't think about how important it is that they are also watching and totally involved in the products and the product line and the consistency of the product line and the uniqueness of the product line and the purity and the best of the best that can be out there. Nothing gets by them. And I can tell you for sure, nothing gets by Wendy, for sure. Because she is right there, not taking the easy way out. You know, it's easier, because it's sort of a slippery slope, it's easier to just, you know, use a cheaper product, to use additives that make manufacturing easier. But that's not what they're about, and that's why that's not what this company is about. So when I go to them and I show them different things or we talk about it, I can count on them always being on the same page, knowing that the integrity of the product line is going to be the top of the top, just like the compensation plan, just like the longevity of this legacy company here for everyone for generations.
Yes. Well said.
I want to add to that because,
Please do.
you know, I met Randy and Wendy in 2009, and that's how Jeunesse was really created. And I have to give it to them because you're very true and right on the point that they will not let things happen just because it's cheaper. They always listen to us, and we're always the ones who are trying to make the best products and bring the most advanced products to the market. When we started in 2009, people didn't know what stem cells were. We had to explain to people what it is. Thanks to you guys, everybody knows what they are today. We just have to explain to them why they're so much better than everybody else's products and why we are so unique and why we are so cutting edge. And bring that knowledge that you have to the world. And I want to thank our distributors for all the great work they've done throughout all these years.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very well said, and I think very appreciated, because that does show you heart. And at the end of the day, like you said, we can have the best products, but the heart of the company is what really drives it and moves it forward. So it's something really special to be a part of. And I think our audience would say likewise back to you guys for bringing us the most amazing products that we can really, really be super proud of, right? So Dr. G, I want to hear from you. You know, we talk about our distributors feeling really good and feeling really confident and trusting that our products are proven, that they're backed by science. I just want you to touch on that a little bit to just inspire them as they go out to sell these products.
I'm going to stand up too because I'm getting a little sore sitting here. So anyway, I think one of the most important things that we do at the research level is to understand the fundamental process of aging, and that is what happens in a cell. And, you know, over the last 8 years, we've been able to really look at so much more information. Every 2 months, the amount of information we have about cellular aging doubles.
Wow.
So how do you keep track of all of that? And that's where we're using a whole special new database so that we're constantly up to date with what's happening, where we're looking. So the secret was, we were thinking 8 years ago, how do we keep one cell healthy? We can pretty much keep 100 trillion cells healthy that make our body up. And, AMPM was originally designed around the information we had at that time. And again, I keep on stressing over the last 2 years, AMPM is not a vitamin mineral supplement. It's the next evolution for cellular nutrition. And it does so many other things that other companies might have 5 or 6 products separately to try to mimic what that does. And so the idea here was, if we could make your cells, your stem cells, your body cells, your skin cells more receptive or functioning at a better level, no matter what product we would add to along with that to be used, those products would be enhanced as well, because the cell receptors, the way the cell responds to proteins or to growth factors, is able to be utilized more efficiently. So that's the whole concept behind AMPM. And the other concept, as in the other products, is when we have a product at Jeunesse, it's got to be experiential. And the reason why you continue to buy a product or people want to try a product is they can see a difference. They can feel a difference. They sleep better. They have more energy. The skin is looking better. Their body composition changes. So one of the key tenets in creating new products amongst all of us is that there's this experiential impact. And the other issue that is really designed into all the products is a synergy. So when you take one product with another product, you take Reserve, you take Zen Fuse, you take AMPM, you use the skin serums topically, you see an enhanced effect than if you were to just take 1 or 2 products. So that science has kind of all been put together so that the more you use the whole Yes system, the more you see and feel the difference. So these are key tenets that have been designed into the whole theory of the Yes system. And again, this is what makes Jeunesse unique. This is what makes the company successful and makes you as distributors successful, because you're doing things for people they can see and feel the difference. So from a research point of view, these are the things we usually keep in mind when we try to create a new product. It's not just, hey, let's create a new product. It's what do we need? How can we make these new products work better together? And where are the little areas that we can come up with a new product, for instance, that might help an area that these present products aren't really addressing? So the other thing we're looking at is delivery systems. When you're taking multiple products, the last thing you want to do is take 10 or 15 tablets a day. So one of the reasons Reserve is a gel is because it really alleviates the needs for more tablets. The new AMPM powder format is going to help in certain markets relieve that as well. And we're constantly looking at how do we get more of these important ingredients into your body so they make an effect. So you put all that together, and what you start to see is a philosophy and an approach to science and new products that no other company's doing. And this is why Scott's right. This is why we're going to hit that 30 billion mark. And this is why I think he's wrong. I think it's going to happen a lot quicker.
Wow.
Can I add something?
Okay.
Well, I worked with the company for 7 years, and I remember my first client was my friend, and I gave him some Reserve and some product to take. He was 60 years old. Then I met him about a few months ago again, and he said, look, I took all your products for 7 years, and you know what? Nothing happened to me. I said, okay, but now you are 67. Yes, and when you started, you were 60. Then nothing happened. Is not a good news. You're not aging for 7 years. So what I want to tell you is that we are working on long term.
Yeah.
You have to understand that Jeunesse is about longevity. By the way, do you know what is the world record of longevity? Is 122 years. So it's a woman, French Calment, which holds the record of longevity. But if you look at this woman, she's what we call an ordinary woman. Means she was even, don't tell anybody, she was smoking at the age of 110. She did nothing special, and she still lived until the age of 122. So that's become, I said, if she can do it, why not me? Why not you? Why can we not do that? And that's become my creed. And I decide that anybody who died before the age of 122, it will be a premature death. You agree? So I have another good news, and I finish after. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, I have good news for you that every day, our expectancy of life rises by 6 hours. 6 hours every day. Now, today, the average life expectancy is 82 in Europe for women, 82, 85. The problem is that starting at 62, we start to be sick. And what we see is more and more people in nursing home. So the Jeunesse goal is to try to avoid this gap, this from 62 to whatever, and to have people in good health also. This is very important to say. We are not only a longevity company, but we are a health-oriented company. Yes. So I decide also, that I will retire at the age of 122.
Good.
So I talked with Wendy, and she agreed that we can run this big expo, and you are all invited to my retirement party. You agree?
Good.
So you are invited to come here on October 2063. Thank you very much.
Thank you, William.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
I think William, I got to say, I think William's, again, wrong. So let me tell you why. I think he's going to be around longer than 122.
Wow, what do you think of that?
You might, this may be good. I don't know if you're planning for your retirement that far ahead, but you better start now, because here's what's going on. Life expectancy is going up, just like you said, but more importantly, the amount of information, as I said, is doubling every 2 months. So the latest forecast is if you can stay healthy and at your functioning well for the next 10 years, the amount of information we're going to have is going to be logarithmically greater than what we have now. And that means the technology, the science in multiple fields is going to allow you to probably make it to 150.
Wow.
Why not?
But in a functioning, well-functioning
Exactly.
way, not just sitting in a wheelchair. So
Yeah.
if I was you, I'd start saving for your retirement a little bit longer.
And please, Nathan, can you make us good skin?
Yeah.
And radiant skin for 200 years, please.
He might need a facelift
Please.
or two, right?
Well, between the two of us, I can cut, you can inject, and we'll make him look good.
Please, Nathan.
And it's true. I mean, technology is evolving not just in just everything we touch. Everything is evolving so rapidly that if we can hold off from getting sick, we can probably live and be healthy much longer because of exactly that. Because we'll have more knowledge, we'll have more ability to stay healthier longer.
And again, what does that mean for your business, right? I mean, we have to look at the business side of things, obviously.
That's why it's important that this is a legacy company for generations.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you're going to live that long, what does that mean? You're going to need income to support yourself, right? And there's going to be more people that need your products and need what you have.
Well, and the biggest part about that, as we said, is the next 2 decades, there'll be so many people turning 60 plus that we need to be able to supply the products for them, not have them go to the physician's office, because today's seniors want to be proactive, they want to be preventive, and they want to be in charge of this themselves. So I think one of the big missions for Jeunesse is to be solidly based in science, to be able to give this growing marketplace, which is going to make every one of you busier by the year, to give them the products they need that they can accomplish that. The 4th most common cause of death in the U.S. today is doctor-prescribed medications.
Wow.
And they're appropriately prescribed, but what happens is when you hit 65, 70, you're taking a half a dozen medications. Yeah. Those medications are interacting in ways you couldn't know about. Yeah. So rather than treating a disease, our goal here at Jeunesse is preventing them and teaching your body, your cells, how to restore and regenerate yourself without the need of artificial ingredients. Yeah. I think that's the best quest anyone could have, the best purpose you could have. And as long as you remain passionate about that every morning, you guys are the ones who are going to distribute the products and information to everybody that you touch.
Absolutely. How many of you guys are ready to elevate your health? We're going to elevate to the next level. Gosh, I could sit up here and talk with you guys all day long. So first and foremost, I want to let you know that Dr. William, we love hearing from him. His passion is infectious. Has a really remarkable YouTube channel called Longevity TV where he teaches about our products and the science behind them. So I want to invite you to that. Secondly, I would just like to invite my panelists here to come on Jeunesse Live so I can continue interviewing you, so you can share, we can record it and share your information with our audience. And then I also want to just thank you guys on behalf of our audience, on behalf of our company. All of you are such extraordinary and remarkable human beings. You bring your incredible expertise here. We know how deeply you care about our products, about our company, and about all of the people who are here and who are a part of our Jeunesse family. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to your scientific advisors. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.